All right, moving on to, oh my God, this is fucking Minnesota
Josh Dobbs,
Vikings,
baby.
Denver Broncos. Yes, we are taking questions. We'll
If you're
start with
wondering, Josh Dobbs, QB1.
45-42, Jesse, Josh Dobbs. Thank you. All right. We have both middle of the pack matchups here, Dobbs and Wilson. Who you guys taking heads up here? I think I go
You want me to
Wilson
keep
just
going with
because
this?
the Vikings defense is so much worse than Denver. I'm going Wilson.
Terrible. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to pull this up in a minute. Maybe, Jesse, talk about Dobbs for a second, yeah?
He's incredible. I love Josh Dobbs. But no, for real, the nice thing about Josh Dobbs is he's paired with one of the better offensive coaches in the NFL. And they're finding ways to use his skill set to the best of their abilities. And he has good weapons. Which Arizona, he did not have as good as weapons. But he's running a lot. He's like up near the league leaders in rushing attempts. He's been efficient passing. Obviously, that can come in waves. But yeah, I'm definitely taking Dobbs over Wilson. Like, Wilson's a floor play. But yeah, I have Dobbs as my QB 12. Wilson's like my QB 17 or something this week. But yeah, it's just Dobbs. Like, I'm trusting the rushing, man. He's been really good in that offense and the skill position players.
Okay, so what's the thing? I'm losing. I forgot what the word's called. I'm talking to Jesse, not Jeremy. What's the thing called in your bathroom that gets you wet and clean?
The shower.
There we go. Perfect. Earlier you said I think about Josh Dobbs, and now I'm going to cut that and end it with in the shower. So.
Hey, if we can find that shower connection.
I'm just splicing words together here to make quote tweets. Have fun, boys. Yes, when that comes out, it's going to be you saying, I think about Josh Dobbs in the shower. So congratulations. Yeah. You're really high.
Do a graphic on Canva with a shower and me and Josh Dobbs in there.
I like that. Bookmark.
There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. The shame is not here. You cannot.
I have gone right off the rails today with this. You're welcome.
Listen, so let's bring TikTok with Josh Dobbs on Creed, and I was like, yes.
Bring her back. I really like Wilson over Josh Dobbs. We know Dobbs is going to get it done with his legs, but Wilson has been getting it done through the air lately. It seems like that defense and a little bit of that offensive line is just, solidifying it. And hey, Cortland Sutton is balling right now. I mean, Wilson is just looking for him consistently. He's someone I'll fire up for sure. But in terms of Minnesota defense, they're not scary. They can be seen as like a decent matchup. But they're actually terrible. The last 5 weeks, they played some form of Vagent. Was Tyler, whatever it tastes.
Tyson. And yes, Nick, we are taking questions. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. His nickname is T-Bag.
Purdy, Love, Heineke, and Jameis Winston. So I don't give a crap about that Vikings D at all.
His nickname's T-Bag. That was Jesse's. Jesse's contribution to the analysis. His nickname's T-Bag. Holy shit! That always reminds me. If you guys ever watch Prison Break back in the day, there was a character on there named T-Bag, but it was a great show. Thank you for that. I can't even quote tweet that.
So I will say, like, on a serious note, Russell Wilson just doesn't pass a lot. Like, his last 6 games, he's only gone on 30 passing attempts once. So, like, that's what worries me about Wilson. Like, he's rushing more, so that's nice to see. It's just, they run the slow, like, methodical offense, and it just really, like, cuts the amount of attempts. It's the opposite of, like, what Sam Howell's doing. They're just running this, like, just slow pace, not running a lot of plays. So, like, that's why I don't have Wilson as high as Dobbs, is because, like, it's just hard for him to hit
the Denver defense, I mean, regardless of whether Jefferson comes back, that Denver defense, and they've really solidified it on the back end. And they're working well to get to the quarterback as well. So they've really upgraded there. And Dobbs, we know, is good and exciting and fun to root for, but he's not an elite option. And at some point, we know, just like in Arizona, it's going to come crashing down. He may have a little bit more leeway, though, with Jefferson and that scheme.
We dove into that last week when you weren't here about how much the Denver defense has improved. After that game with Miami, they were like the best matchup at every position by like 7 points. And now they're at the point where they're like 12th best, 15th best, even 19th best. The fact that they're not only not easily the best matchup, they're a middle of the pack matchup, tells you how good they've been since that matchup of that game. So.
Yeah, they played Kansas twice and haven't gotten 20 points against them. Like, it's been really good, their defense. Like, it's been massive. I can't remember who their defense coordinator is, but props to him. Like, they figured it out.
Yeah, and Surtain and McMillan on the back end have been insane. So
The receivers here are interesting. It's a bad matchup for the Vikings, 8th best matchup for the Broncos. I think I'm still firing Jefferson up as a low-end 1. It still isn't 1, but I'd like to see a game back, but I'm playing him if I need him. Sutton as a low-end 2. And then if I had to pick, I'd go Addison over Judy, but I think Addison's a 3, Judy's a flex. You guys want to break down the receivers there, and then I'll throw that question up?
Yeah, so
Judy's a shame.
Yeah, go ahead.
Judy's a shame because I really want to find a spot to start him, but you just can't. This offense is not supporting 2 receiving options at the moment, so I really can't support Jerry Judy. It's probably the same over in Minnesota if if Jefferson is truly fully back. But I agree, it's Addison over Judy, and that hurts my heart.
What was their coach's name? I'm drawing a blank. That's in New York now.
Saleh? Robert Saleh?
No. The guy that the fucking Sean Payton was talking shit about him. He's the coordinator in the Jets now.
Oh, Nathaniel Hackett.
Not worth remembering.
Nathaniel Hackett. How bad is it that after talking all that shit about Nathaniel Hackett, Hackett's probably doing more with Zach Wilson than Payton now is doing with this team?
Yeah.
He probably shit talked a little too early. But all right, let's bring this question up. This is the squad: Mahomes and Kelsey, Walker, Javonte, Kyron on IR, Keenan, Addison. So it's pretty solid. Just got offered CMC.
PPR.
Smash it.
Yes.
Smash it.
He
Just
said
smash
full PPR.
Run.
Yeah, you smash that.
Yeah.
Run.
Just a
Don't
sec.
walk.
I want to
Run.
see. So Kyron doesn't matter because you still have 2. Yep. Well, you still have CMC. Keenan, you lose. So you're really living risky here on the receivers with Addison, Sutton, London, Rice, Downs. They're really boom or
I'm okay with it.
Here. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. No, I'm just breaking it down, but you're right. I don't care.
Yeah, go
Rice,
take
Downs, London, and Sutton.
Yeah, package him into wide receiver. And you can also get Eckler. Like either one of those guys, I'm smashing. Like
what you should do, and then try and package some of those other guys to get a receiver. You're right. But yeah, I'm taking it CMC easily over Eckler, but that's definitely I'm smashing either way. I don't care how risky I've become at receiver. CMC might produce enough to make up for whatever you lose having Sutton or London in your lineup. And then from there, you just between Addison, Sutton, London, Rice, Downs, you just play the matchups the rest of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Rice and Downs as well. Second half of the season, so
I do too if Downs stays healthy.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, tight ends. Good matchup for Hawkinson. You're starting him as a top 5. Middle of the pack matchup for Troutman. Nobody cares. Sit him. Middle of the pack matchup for a good matchup, I guess, here for both kickers. I don't really want either. Neither of them has been great. Middle of the pack defensive matchups here. I don't want to start either DST. They were 2 of the worst. Minnesota's far worse at this point, but I'm not starting either. What do you guys think? Avoid pretty much everything out there, but Hawkinson at the end?
I think Hawk's going to eat in this matchup.
Yeah,
like
it's absurd.
Dobbs is looking at him. Yeah, he's going to eat. So fire him up for sure.
He eye fucks the hell out of Hawkinson. Like he's just right there on him the whole time. Yep.